YouTube friends, it's Beverly from Lucy the Cat channel, and I hope I'm not blocking any of the microphone on this. Anyway, I'm bringing you another video today now. This is some new orchids that I received, and I got them maybe 3 or 4 days ago, and I have them all potted up, and they were sent to me by Res Quetzal. And I guess most of you guys are familiar with her YouTube channel, Res Quetzal. And it would be great if you're not familiar with her channel to look her up and subscribe and watch her videos. She has some really nice plants and is very knowledgeable about her plants as well. Anyway, the first plant that I have here is Frag Glowing Embers, and you can see that. I've never had a frag before, or not that I can recall. If I did, it didn't live long, but I don't think I have had one. And it's a very nice plant. I have it potted in, like I'm trying to do the self-watering thing, and it seems to be working out for the plants that I've tried it on. So Res Quetzal said she thought that that would be good for this plant as well. So it has an older growth on the back there, and on the front side there is a newer growth. So it's just growing a new leaf there at the moment. I have to try not to tip it off my stand here. Anyway, it's a lovely healthy plant, and I'm hoping to see blooms. I don't know if it would be next year or not, but at some point for sure. Sorry for my shaking the camera around. Anyway, now my assistant will switch out that plant for the next one. There we go. There we go. So this, oops, I keep putting my hand over the camera. The next one is, a fairly big guy, I guess. It's got some nice, firm kind of leaves. It's a Silogeny. I've never had a Silogeny either. I also have it potted in leca. And this here is the name of it, Silogeny Orchidine Garten Joachim, something like that. Anyway, it's a cross between Silogeny salmonicolor Milan crossed with Usitana. And I'm very glad to have this plant. It's got a nice few pseudobulbs on it there. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a few little ones down there, down in the pots. So it has this nice new growth back here. And I'm hoping I can keep it in good shape. And we'll move on to the next one. So there's 2 new types, 2 new genus that I haven't had before. I have another one here that I haven't had before. And this one here is Ludicea discolor, or the jewel orchid. And I also potted this one in leca. We'll see how it goes. It has very pretty leaves with red striping, and they're kind of shiny. We got a dull day here today. It's rainy, so you don't really get to appreciate, the sparkles and that in it. But it's a really firm stem there, and it has some roots at the bottom, which we can't see now, but maybe another time I'll show you. I'll have that one up, and oops, I trapped one, hang on. Okay, so this one here is a Dendrobium nobile type, and turn the tag over here. So this is Den Sunny Bird, and it has beautiful yellow flowers. I don't have a yellow one. And we're hoping it may put out something from down in the bottom there with some luck. You can see that little green nubbin there at the top of the short stem. So I guess that would be a keiki. And so I'm hoping if the main stems don't shoot out a new growth, that I'll at least get some keikis and be able to kind of propagate the plant. So you can see that it has bloomed in the past. So it's a lovely plant, not much in the root department, but that doesn't really matter. And I'll lay that one aside. I got another plant here now that Res Quetzal sent me, and this is Angraecum or Dideria, I think they pronounce it, not quite sure. And it's a little cakey, and it has some roots down in the pot. I don't think you'll be able to see them. But it's a cute little plant, and I'm hoping it'll do well. I'm hoping it will like the leca and the self-watering. And we'll move on to the next one. So I got a whole bunch of new plants. I've never had an Angraecum dideri before. This is another plant now that's new to me, and this is Vandicostylis pinky. And I haven't really looked up like the parentage or whatever to see exactly what's what, but I've potted this one up in leca as well. Usually have a little bit of water there at the bottom. It has some beautiful new roots. I think there's another new root that's down in the pot, and some of the older roots, so it's a cakey as well. And it looks really nice and healthy. And I'll lay that one aside, and I have another one. And this here will probably be a bit challenging, but this is Dendrobium findleyanum. And I think Res Quetzal originally got this one from Orchidea in their plant exchanges. So this cakey over here has a new growth growing there. And also on this one over here, there's two separate cakeys. This one has a new growth as well. And it's was bending, I guess, toward the light in its original home. And again, that's Dendrobium findleyanum. And I'm really looking forward to this one doing well as well. Now, I've got one here that I do have in my collection, but mine's not doing very well. Before I started using the leca, the plants seemed like they'd dry out too fast. And so that kind of made mine go downhill a bit. But this one here is Dendrobium hibiki, and Dendrobium hibiki has beautiful pink flowers with an orange center, and they grow like in little clusters. Anyway, it seems like the roots again you can see they're taking up the moisture from the leca, and it's a lovely little division. And Res Quetzal says hers doesn't grow all that tall, so it might be a shorter type version. But I'm looking forward to seeing some blooms sometime down the road as well. Okay, I've got another one here for you. This here is Renanstylis Bangkok Beauty. And it's a beautiful, healthy looking small plant. I think it's a cakey off her main plant. I'm not sure right now. Anyway, it has some nice roots on it. Again, they're down in the leca. And I'm hoping again that this plant will like it. You can see that the roots have turned green there, so I think they are taking up some moisture. And it looks like, I think that might be another, possibly a root trying to grow here or there on the side. And I can't wait to see some blooms on this guy as well. Anyway, I'm thinking now that I've shown, no, I think I've shown you everything, pretty sure. Anyway, I certainly hope I haven't missed any. I think there was 9 plants all together. And I want to say thank you to Res Quetzal for sending me these beautiful plants, and I'll do my very best with them. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Sorry for my shaking the camera around. I know it gives some people some issues. Anyway, take care. Hope everyone's having a good weekend, and we will talk to you again soon and maybe see an update in a while. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.